I'm grazing the surface of something that only a limited amount of people are going to understand. All right, so this volume imbalance right here is causing a hold up, but once we close below this, we should tap into this and then propel ourselves lower. And what's more important than being able to see a setup that's going to win or is probable to win is seeing a setup that's probable to lose. YouTube, what's good with y'all boy, man? It's your boy ZC Trades, and hold on, let me cut this car off because this shit loud as fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna say it one more time. Good morning, YouTube. It's your boy ZC Trades, and it's a good ass morning, man. I slept like 10 hours last night. I don't know. I think I just needed it. We don't be taking no off days over here. Like Saturdays, Sundays, I find work to do most of the time. If I can find work to do, I'm gonna do it. If I have the option not to take an off day, I'm not gonna take an off day. I gotta constantly be chasing. And I really hope this drive never runs out. I've had it for the past 4 years. I wanna have it for the next 40. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, rise and grind to y'all boys. I know y'all boys probably not seeing this in the morning. Y'all are probably gonna see this in the evening or something, but rise and grind. I'm about to head to the gym, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna check out the charts, and I'm gonna vlog that for y'all boys, whether we take a W or we take an L. Now, yesterday I copped 2 100K accounts, okay? I just grabbed 2 of them. I put them on a trade copier. I wanna pass them at the same time. I didn't attach the 50K Express account to the trade copier simply because I never used a trade copier before. So I wanna be extremely careful, and I don't wanna over leverage on this 50K account because I'm trading differently on a 100K account. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit wonky if you ask me. So I'm just gonna take the trades separately, but I am gonna show y'all me passing this 100K account. I believe I could pass it within 2 weeks, maybe even within a week if we have a really good week. The way my risk management strategy is, I'm gonna risk $500 per trade. Let me come in this car. I'm gonna risk $500 per trade. I believe my drawdown limit is 3,000, so that gives me 6 L's back to back to back before I lose. Now, I believe the profit target is 6,000. With me going from 1 to 3s, that gives me the opportunity to pass within a week, within 4 clean trades. That's how I pass the 50K account. Now, mind you, before I dip off and head to the gym, I want to let y'all know the plan once I fund these 2 200K accounts is to ditch this 50K account and go get another 100K account. The 100K account seems a little bit more easy to pass than a 150K account, or maybe it's just a psychological thing. Either way, to me, it seems easier. So that's what I'm gonna aim at. You know what I mean? And then once I pass, I'm still gonna risk 500, maybe drop down to 400 and still aim for 1 to 3s. Now, let's say my strategy is about 50% accurate. That means I'll have 10 winning days and 10 losing days in a month. When I start doing the numbers and crunching up the profits versus the losses, that's a really good monthly salary. You know what I mean? That could pretty much pay off all of my debt, and within a couple months, I have enough money sitting there to be able to move out really to whoever I want. And it'll be taking a big risk, but that is the risk that I'm taking. Like I said, y'all, I'm 22 years old. A lot of y'all are 18, a lot of y'all are older than me, but listen, at 22 years old, I'm at that age where a lot of people are starting to give up on themselves. A lot of people. 23 to 28, I feel like a lot of people begin to give up on themselves and they begin to settle for what the world gives them. I'm just not that type of guy though. I will struggle until I'm 35 in order to make this shit work. I will. And it really makes no difference to me because I live in the end goal. I do what I gotta do now because I already live in the end goal. So that's why I work all of these jobs. That's why I'm constantly grinding. That's why I'm constantly studying. That's why I'm constantly learning. And I know my girl, I know wifey gets sick of me talking about trading because she don't understand it, but that's all that be on my mind. And eventually, I'll have enough to be able to talk about other things. I'll have enough from trading. I'll still be trading, but I'll have enough from trading to be able to venture into other different things that are harder avenues. You know what I mean? Because after I'm extremely successful in trading, like I said, I'm going to keep trading, but I'm going to be looking for the next hardest thing, the next challenge. The next thing that's going to take me years to develop. The next thing that's going to challenge my character. That's just the way I am, man. When I die, I want to know I didn't leave nothing on the table. I'm going to be the David Goggins of business. That's what I really want to be. So, wake up tomorrow. or the day after you see this vlog, when you wake up, next time you wake up, bro, choose not to be a lazy fuck and take your ass to the gym, man. Choose to live in your purpose for the day. Choose to be happy for the day. Do things that are lucrative to your advancement in life, okay? Do things that are conducive for you, for your growth, for your business's growth. I've been talking to a lot of y'all in my DMs, and a lot of y'all are just like me, and I'm just like a lot of y'all. And it's so wild how this fucking YouTube algorithm has brought us together. I think it's dope as fuck. I think it's cool as shit. I'm about to hit 700 subs. Bro, by the time I get to 10,000, there's gonna be a fucking army of us. And we all gonna be in the Discord, and we just gonna be mashing shit up. And my goal is to have the best Discord out there. I'm talking about homework for new people. I'm talking about calls every other day or whenever it's convenient. We gotta make that work somehow. Basically, the plan with the Discord is to create the Discord that I was looking for that I never found. And that's the same plan with YouTube. I'm trying to create the channel that I was looking for that I never found. I'm about to head to the gym, y'all boys. I might prop my phone up, do a couple workouts just so y'all can see, you know what I mean? I'm really fucking consistent with the gym, because if I have a bad day on the charts and I didn't hit the gym, I'm gonna blame it on me not hitting the gym. I'm out of orthodox. I'm not sticking to the morning routine, so I gotta get my dose of pain in. I gotta make myself do something hard this morning, something I don't want to do, so that way, if I lose on the charts, and I don't want to stop trading, I already did something hard. I already put myself through some type of pain. Also, I want to talk about that. I really want to talk about over trading and not properly managing your risk and relearning the same lesson over and over and over. Because before you guys see this vlog, if you guys didn't check out my last vlog, I lost a trade and I took another trade that would have possibly made me hit my maximum loss limit on my Top Step funded account. And I had plenty of time to reflect on that over the weekend, and I'm like, okay, in order for me to prevent that, I gotta do this one thing. I gotta set a certain procedure in place. And we're gonna talk about that when I get back from the gym, man. YouTube, what's good with y'all, boy, man? Yo, I just endured a fucking, what felt like self-abuse. I just finished working out my legs, bro. Y'all know how it is. If you don't know how it is, you need to learn how it is, bro. Just doing squats and shit, bro. I hate doing squats. Any type of squats, bro. I do them, but I can't wait to get done them motherfuckers. But yeah, today was the day. And as y'all can see, I'm sweating. It's actually hot as shit out here. It's 70 degrees right now. We still in April. And it's only 9 o'clock. So yeah, man. I don't got no water right now. I'm about to run to the store, get some water. I'm gonna look at the charts a little bit early, but I want to talk about that procedure for y'all and what I am going to be implying for myself. I have implied procedures before to prevent certain things from happening, but the punishment I used for myself got too easy. We're gonna talk about that. Like, my last punishment was like, if I break my rules, do 100 push-ups, because I used to not be able to do, this is only like 6 months to a year ago, I used to only be able to do like 20 at a time. So my rule was, if I break my rules, I gotta do 100 push-ups on site, like right then and there. Cool. I started doing 100 push-ups, then I started being able to hit 50 at a time, then I started being able to hit 80 at a time, and then before I knew it, I was doing like 500 push-ups in a day. So, not from breaking my rules, but just because I like the challenge, you know what I mean? So, now my new challenge is, I'm working on doing 100 pull-ups per day. I didn't touch the pull-up bar today, but that's the new goal. All right, so YouTube, look, usually when you have a problem with something, you want to figure out why you're having this problem, because why is typically the most important question, because then you get into breaking down the components of the problem. But listen, in overtrading, the why is typically very simple. It's usually greed. So then it's like, all right, how do you cure greed? Well, maybe the cure to greed is having enough to where you don't have to be greedy. Maybe having enough to where you can be content. But how can you be content when this is supposed to be the vehicle that is going to make your life easier, is going to allow you to be financially free? You really can't. And so it's like a paradox, and it's like a hamster in a hamster wheel or in a hamster ball. You can never really break out of it until you realize that why is not the most important question. In one of my old videos, I try to give a solution to the why for greed. I try to say, listen, put money to the side, you know what I mean? That way you got cushion, you save up a couple racks, make sure your bills are taken care of, then you really won't care. Hold on, I'm about to sit down right here. With that being said, why is not really the most important question. The question is, how can we make this obsolete? How can we stop overtrading? Okay, cool. So that means we have to set in processes. We have to set in different operations, test out different things for what works for you, to get you off of the charts, to unglue yourself from the charts when you take a loss, when it's time for you to leave. You know when it's time for you to leave. How can you defeat that? One way is to close your laptop, walk away from your computer, get out the house, drive away from the house. You know what I mean? I know FX Carlos. I'm not sure if you guys know who that is. It's a YouTuber that I watch. He trades supply and demand. He learned from Doyle Exchange. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Doyle Exchange is. He used to have his wife take his magic keys after he lost a trade. Boom, what do you know? A year later, he's profitable. You know what I mean? So you have to set in different processes. The 100 push-ups thing, it worked for a little bit. Them push-ups just got easy. I could have just been like, all right, do 500 push-ups a day. But that shit, I was doing that shit for fun. It no longer became a punishment. So now, whenever I feel the urge to walk away, to trade, I just have to walk away. And that's one of the hardest things to do. I might go for a walk outside. I might go meditate somewhere because listen, when you lose, sometimes when I lose, I feel like, man, like I don't know how to trade. It makes me feel like all of the work that I put in is obsolete, like I have to put in more work in. But now I know it's just gonna be days where your process, your strategy, it just doesn't work out. So yeah, man, it's about 9:30. It's a little past 9:30. I'm just soaking up the nature. I'm just soaking up my sun for right now. I'm about to go check out the charts and take the first trade on this 100K account. These 200K accounts. Hopefully we find a nice setup. If we don't find something that's gonna start the week off with a bang, we're gonna start the week off with a bang tomorrow. All right, YouTube, so I will be taking these trades outside today. I'm chilling, look. I'm fucking relaxing, bro. I love being outside. It's so much better than inside. When you outside so much, you realize that the air inside is just fucking stale. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. But the air inside is stale as fuck. All right, cool. This is one of my favorite setups right here. Now, what do I mean? So check this out. We have all of these relative equal highs. 9:30, New York Stock Exchange open, impulse move up. Took out these highs, and then we have an immediate correction. Boom. What do we have right down here? We have the new week opening gap that we did tap into and rebalance a little bit, but we didn't rebalance all of it. So what I'm going to look for is in this price leg right here, I'm going to look for a SIBI or a volume imbalance, somewhere to get into this trade at. And then I'm just going to take this trade and end it down here at the bottom of this new week opening gap. So another reason I'm confident that we're about to sell off is because on YM, I marked up this volume imbalance from last week. We're just now tapping into it and rejecting off of it super heavy. All right, cool. So this volume imbalance right here, I'm not sure if y'all can see this. Ain't no way y'all can't see that. This volume imbalance right here is sitting at the optimal trade entry. This right here is the most obvious entry for me. Now, I don't know if we're going to pull all the way up into that, but if we do, I'm pretty confident that we can get a nice run, a really good start on this prop challenge. I really want to pass this challenge in like 3 good trades, but we're just going to see how it happens. Now, on YM, we have a volume imbalance here as well. I'm expecting YM to sell off of this volume imbalance, and this volume price should not come back above this volume imbalance. So on ES, we may not even get this entry. We may not even pull into that area. We may pull into this area right here, because this is technically an inverse fair value gap. We got a BISI sitting on top of a SIBI. This volume imbalance, it may be asking for too much, but truthfully, I don't really care. If it's asking for too much today, the chart is going to give it to me at some point this week. So, and then on NASDAQ, we're most likely going to pull into this right here. Pull into somewhere along right here. And mind you, we are on the 2-minute. Actually, YM should push above it. Yeah, YM should push above that. We may get our entry. We're just going to wait around and we're going to see. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. It's 9:48, but so let's see what this 10 o'clock candle has to offer for us. Now, there's a lot of new people on my channel. Welcome, y'all boys. I think I'm about to start posting videos every single day. I think I'm just gonna vlog my trades for y'all every single day. I wanna at least try it for a month. I look crusty as shit, and I apologize, but it is what it is, man. I'm in the grind, man. I don't really care about how I look. I might got the same socks on for 2 days ago, so now I'm not dirty though, you feel me? But I'm thinking about starting to grind this YouTube out for 30 days straight and just see what happens off of that, because the growth has been insane, and I appreciate y'all. I remember my first 100 subscribers was the biggest fucking deal to me. I remember I hit 100, and then something in my mind was like, This could be taken away from me so fast. I need to stay on this shit. And the next day I checked it, my shit was at 99. Somebody unsubscribe on some dickhead shit. And I'm not gonna lie. If you unsubscribe, I'm gonna get to where I'm going with or without you. But if you stick around, I'm gonna appreciate you always. We on this journey together. I wanna let y'all know, if you're new or even if you're not new, you are gonna get to where you're going. Where you're going is gonna take a large amount of discipline. It's gonna take supernatural amount of focus. Look at anybody who's ever made it in real life, man. Elon Musk could have gave up. A long time ago. You think building a company that builds rockets is easy? You think creating the first electric car is easy? My man's got to put charging stations all across the country. That shit is not easy, bro. That man got like some shit in outer space, bro. We saw it. Green lights in the sky, bro. Thought we was getting attacked by Invader Zims and aliens and shit. Bro, it's Elon Musk satellite or some shit like that. That shit is not easy, bro. This is gonna take you being consistently relentless at this goal. I promise you, put in a year of straight grind. I'm talking about hours a day studying these charts, bro. Hours. I'm talking about notebooks filled. I have like 5-6 notebooks, composition notebooks in my closet filled up with information. Just about trading. You have to be consistently relentless, bro. Because this right here is gonna make you learn yourself, whether you like it or not. A lot of people fail at this because they're always in denial about themselves. Oh, I'm not too greedy. I'm not impatient. Bro, shut up. Let these charts teach you a lesson and learn a lesson. Don't be the type of person that gotta get popped in their mouth over and over and over and over again. Don't be that person that keep going back to jail. Don't be that person that keep crashing their cars. Learn your lesson on these charts. Once you learn your lesson, it will unlock doors. Understand new levels, new devils. You're gonna have to consistently be relentless. All right? It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get back with y'all boys in a minute. Boom. Hey man, I'm trying to tell y'all, Earl Nightingale, he's that guy. If y'all don't know who Kevin Trudeau is, he's that guy. Look up Master Key Society on YouTube. See, a lot of y'all are not gonna be into that type of thing. It's a squirrel up there. A lot of y'all might not be into that type of thing, but I'm telling y'all, these are the things that I'm listening to. This personal development grind is real. It is very authentic. It is very real life. You begin to look at life differently. You begin to not tolerate certain things. That's why I say when people complain to you, in your mind, you can hear them for sure. Reject it though. If you're complaining to yourself, reject it. If you're thinking negative, reject it. It's okay. Just blink and cure your mind. But listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, get on this PD. I'm gonna be listening to this 30-day challenge by Earl Nightingale as I take on this 30-day challenge doing YouTube. I just want to see the growth. And for the people that are already here, I want y'all to be able to see the growth as well. It is now about to be 10 o'clock right now. We are getting some sort of retracement, but we do have a couple volume imbalances, a few obstacles that are going to may hinder us from getting our entry. But either way, it is what it is, man. Personal development is probably the most important thing in real life. Personal development is more than just listening to audiobooks. It's more than just listening to studious people talk. It is actually implying those things, writing those things down. Journaling about yourself, journaling about real life. But yeah, man, if y'all want a psychology series video on that, trust me, I got y'all. It's probably my favorite topic. I'm the type of person who's always trying to give somebody game. Now in real life, I want to be the dumbest person in the room, but I will kick knowledge to you. I'm gonna hold that thought though, because check this out. We are getting our retracement, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my limit in real fast. All right, cool. So now we got our limit in. I'm gonna jump to the 2 minute to show you guys where I am targeting one more time. This is the volume imbalance that I'm targeting. If you guys can tell, I really only enter in on volume imbalances. Back to what I was talking about though. Hopefully that trade is executed on both accounts. If it's not, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to take that extra trade on the one account and I'll figure it out. Be the person who's always out here trying to make people grow. You're planting seeds in people. They're not gonna grow immediately, but if you say something that triggers some type of emotional response, looking a person in the eyes, then that's planting a seed. They may not consciously remember it, but their subconscious will remember it, and there will be a point in time where they understand it. You ever been told something as a child, and when you were a kid, it just didn't make no type of sense to you, and then when you were older, you experienced something, and everything made sense. It made perfect sense, and you feel like you should have listened. You feel like you should have been implied that into your life. That's what I like to do for people, because how I feel is helping other people is really helping me, because you are me and I'm you. Everything is everything. And if you understand that, then you understand what I mean. If you don't, let it go over your head, bro. I don't even feel like explaining all that. What you do for the earth, you do for you. Why do you think people who garden and have their hands in the soil all day long, why do you think they have such calamity? They're so peaceful because they're helping that from which they came. They're growing. I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm really I'm grazing the surface of something that only a limited amount of people are going to understand. But yeah, man, let's get back to these charts. All right, YouTube, so now we inside because it's hot as fucking balls outside. Pause, no diddy, it's hot as shit though. And we did get triggered in on this account. I didn't get triggered in on the second account. I'm not sure if I didn't do it right or something like that. But I had to go in and manually take the position. I did get it at about right here. So this position should run for a little bit more. Yeah, YouTube, we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see what happens with this trade right here. I wasn't expecting price to push this high into this right here. But because we did, we could possibly use this volume imbalance right here to bounce off of it and then run up. So we'll see. What I really want to see is I want to see a close below, a strong candle closing below. And after that, we should use this volume imbalance to propel ourselves downward. So let's see. It's not much below us that is going to cause a lot of resistance at all. All right, so we are pushing to about 50% of our stop loss. We do got another volume imbalance sitting right here on the 1 minute. I'm about to show y'all boys. Right here. I want to see it run through this. If we bounce off of this, most likely we are going to get hit with our stop loss. But on the 2 minute, we are rejecting pretty cleanly. So let's just see what happens. All right, cool. So we do have another volume imbalance right here. If y'all can't tell, I'm a volume imbalance reaper. What I want to see is I want to see price come back up, tap into where we entered in, and then go ahead and continue to sell off. We still are early in the session. We're not even halfway through. It's 10:24 right now, so our full TP should be hit if we continue to move in this bearish direction like this. I really like these rejections right here, and these are the only reasons that I stayed in this trade. All right, so this wick right here we don't like, but we did get the tap back into our original entry. Now, if we boost above this right here and we close above these volume imbalances, most likely I will close. What I want to see is I want to see it close somewhere along this wick and then close another candle below this wick. All right, so this right here, this is not looking good for us. However, I am going to wait and see how this 2 minute candle closes. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. If we continue to wick like that, then I am going to hold the trade because we shouldn't come higher than this. Only thing I'm waiting for is to see how this candle closes. 29 more seconds. Also looking at this 5 minute candle. If we close this high, then we are definitely going to push above those highs right there. If we continue to reject and have long wicks similar to the ones to the left of it, then I'm a lot more confident that we are going to sell off. We do have a volume imbalance right here on the 1 minute, and it is the same volume imbalance that is on the 3 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Honestly, I might just let this thing rock out. If it hits my full stop loss, then it hits my full stop loss. That's the volume imbalance on the 3 minute. But this trade is still potentially valid. This is exactly the same trade that we took last Monday. I believe I caught it on camera. We have this 930 impulse move. We have the correction. We have the volume imbalance here, and we have another volume imbalance here. Now, this volume imbalance is where we're getting this impulse from. However, this trade may potentially still play out. So I am just gonna rock out. I'm gonna thug it out, and we're just gonna see what happens. This 3 minute volume imbalance is why we were pushing up so heavy. The same volume imbalance is on the 1 minute. The volume imbalances that you can see on multiple time frames are usually the most powerful ones. Now, this right here, I would use this. If we close below, if we close strong, I would use that as a market structure shift. This trade should clear us about 1,500 and put us at a fourth of the way to our profit target. So we have another volume imbalance right here. We'll probably fight with that for a little bit, but I do see this coming back down and rebalancing this new week opening gap. We already did tap into it, and if you really look at it, the new week opening gap is from right here, top of this candle, to this candle. So if we put the fib on that, we did balance a good proportion of that. However, I am still counting on this to completely rebalance it, or at least come to this low right here. I will put this low right here, my easy TP. All right, this is important. I want to put y'all on to this right here. One thing that I've noticed in my back testing is that volume imbalances. I know y'all know about inverse fair value gaps and whatnot. Volume imbalances are typically used inversely as well. It's the same way that I said if this pushes above and closes above, the volume imbalances that I marked up right here is most likely going to bounce off of them and my stop loss will be hit. Check this out. This one right here that I said we're going to use as a market structure shift, because it violated this rebalance of this volume imbalance, is being used to push off and go lower. So let's see what happens after this wick right here. I don't see much that is going to keep us from going lower as of right now, but this 1048, I'm not comfortable being in this trade for more than another half an hour. If it keeps playing around, then odds are this trade won't play out until the PM session. So the work never ends, man. The work never ends. And the grind is only gonna get more intense now that I'm starting this 30-day challenge. It's starting today. So I'm gonna pump this out for y'all, and then I'm gonna pump this one that I'm recording out for y'all within the same day. So, and I'm trying to get them out as best as I can every single day of the week. Mind y'all, it's not much time between when I wake up and I go to work. I have to leave the house for work at 2 o'clock. So by the time I'm done trading, it's 11 o'clock. By the time I'm done editing, it's probably 1 o'clock. I gotta eat, get ready for work. It's a lot, but this is what I'm asking for. It needs to feel like a lot sometimes. So let's do it. I wanna show y'all something, man. I studied Wyckoff. I had these on my wall right here. Grind, execution, hustle. Me and wifey, everything, bro. Everything around us, everything around me is oriented to trading. I studied so much before I was able to see anything. And what's more important than being able to see a setup that's going to win or is probable to win is seeing a setup that's probable to lose. Because if you can cut your losses, you can stay alive in the game a lot longer, especially if you have a hard time managing your risk. I studied so many different strategies, so many different courses before I actually found something that works for me. What worked for me was ICT. The reason it worked for me is because there was narrative. It wasn't just, oh, this is a supply block, this is a demand block, take an entry right here when the candle does this. Man, look, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Like I always said, the most important question is why. I need to know why. And ICT provided a reason why. Once he provided me a reason why, I put in work with ICT for a year straight, bro. Hours on hours on hours. Live data, old data. I did it all. I don't really backtest too much anymore. I backtest for fun. It's extracurricular at this point. But I like to keep my mind fresh when I come to the charts. When I'm not on the charts, I don't really want to be thinking about the charts. I want to think about where the charts can take me, but I don't really want to think about the charts themselves. When you put in a certain amount of work within a year, I'm trying to tell you, a year can take you very far. Just locking in for a year straight, it'll feel like you gained 2-3 years of experience, showing up every day, backtesting every day. I showed up to days on the charts and backtesting data that I wasn't even actually in the charts. Investing in TradingView Premium, investing in Magic Keys, just investing in it. I took it 100% serious. I wasn't playing with this. Trading could change your life, but you gotta be ready to change your life right now. You gotta be ready to change the things that you do on a daily. You gotta be ready to put in work into this. Your work ethic here should be more than your work ethic at work. When I'm at work, the energy they get from me is passive. It's just, and at the end of the day, you're getting my end of the day energy. I done already knocked out everything that I had to do before I came into work. So whatever energy I got is the energy that y'all get. You know what I'm saying? But typically I like to reserve most of my energy for me and for my goals. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. All right, so this volume imbalance right here is causing a hold up. But once we close below this, we should tap into this and then propel ourselves lower. So let's see how it reacts. However, we could very well come close above this. And at that point, I'll probably just stop my trade at break even for the day. So let's just see how it reacts, man. All right, y'all, so it is now 11:15. I'm getting mentally drained from being on these charts. We're sitting around playing in this volume imbalance right here. Pay attention to the close of the bullish and the open of the bearish. I believe I said that right. We're playing around right here. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set my stop to break even, and I'm probably just gonna walk away, man. On NASDAQ, we do have relatively equal lows right here. So I do believe that we are gonna come take this out as well, but we just playing around a lot right now. And it is a Monday. We do have plenty of news ahead of us later this week, so we will have plenty of opportunities. I'm gonna set my stop to break even. I'm just gonna walk away. What's good, YouTube? We looking pretty good for right now. I'm hoping that we can hit this TP before 12 o'clock, because once 12 o'clock comes, that's a dead zone for me. But as of right now, I'm having my first little problem with TradeAvate. Like, what's going on right now? I'm gonna try to adjust my buy stop. It gives me an error code. Cannot find TV order. Contact broker. What do you mean by that, brother? I'm about to look it up though. Let's figure it out. So as of right now, it's looking like we cannot adjust our stop. People are saying that their limit orders are not being hit and that their trades are not being taken out. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna submit a ticket with TradingView, TradeAvate, and Top Step right now. I'm going to screen record this trade hitting TP on my phone. It'll be up on my Instagram, but as of right now, you guys probably won't see this trade until I get out of it, and hopefully I can get out of it. If I can't get out of it, they're gonna give me my profits. All right, YouTube, so this trade did run to the easy TP. I was expecting it to run to this new week opening gap, and it's relative equal lows right there as well, but that's just not what was in the hand for price at this very moment. It is 12 o'clock. Now, had we had more time in the session, we would have most likely ran to my full TP. Once it hit like 11:50, I knew by 12 o'clock, if this trade don't hit, it's gonna reverse. The 12 o'clock hours is just super weird. Price gets super tricky. So I closed right here because price closed above this volume imbalance that we were reacting off of the whole time. You can imagine this as like support, turn it into resistance, violates it, resistance, violates it, and turns it into support. So once we closed above it right here and opened right here with the volume imbalance right here, I decided to close the trade. Close the trade and at about $400 or $500 in profits on both accounts. I had to close the trade on TradeAvate for some reason. I couldn't close it on TradingView. So I don't know if it's a trade copier issue, but I never really had no problems with TradeAvate. However, I do believe that we are going to come back down into this new week opening gap. But for today, I'm exhausted with the charts, so I'm leaving. So today was just one of them days where it's like, I was sitting there for 2 hours, probably like 2.5 hours really. And it feels so much longer than that. And I don't come out with my full TP, but it is what it is. My easy TPs always get smashed. And for that trade right there, I could have been very well off just taking this trade out on my easy TP, but I didn't. And it is what it is. I'm a little frustrated with the trade copier, or with TradeAvate or whatever, but I'm gonna figure that out. Hopefully we get it figured out today. Hopefully their customer support is up to par, because I don't like waiting around days for answers. Like, we trade every single day. Like, honestly, customer support should be on standby all trading hours. If it's not, then what are you doing? Why are you a trading company? You know what I mean? That's about where I'm gonna end the video at today. I am gonna be starting to post these 30-day challenges. Well, not even a 30-day challenge. It's a 30-day challenge for me to post every single day for 30 days, because it's gonna be hard with trading in the morning, hitting the gym in the morning, editing the video. Right now I gotta edit this video plus another video. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a little bit tough at first. I'm gonna have to get adjusted, but I see a lot of growth coming out of it. And y'all will be able to see what I'm doing within the next 30 days to get funded, because this 200K account, well, this 200K accounts, they're gonna get funded. If I fill these accounts, I'm gonna get funded with the next ones. It's just gonna be what it is, man. So I want y'all to be able to see that. If y'all have some sort of proximity to that, then y'all will know that y'all can do it as well. So yeah, that's about all I got for today, man. I'm mentally exhausted, sitting on these charts, reading the charts. It's like tape reading, and just waiting for a result that didn't come within the right period of time. So it's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. So I'm gonna get with y'all boys in the next video. Most likely y'all see this tonight or tomorrow, and I'll be dropping another video tomorrow as well. Back to back to back. Back to back to back for 30 days straight, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate 680 subs, man. The goal is to hit 1K by the end of May. I think we got that in the bag, man. Get with y'all boys in the next one, man. Keep your head on straight. Like I always say, tighten up. Let's get it.